Event Horizon from director Paul Anderson absolutely rocked the classic paradigm of what sci-fi horror could be when it was released back in 1997. It's a cult classic now and easily one of my all-time favorite horror movies. So when I saw that IDW Publishing was relaunching the franchise in comic book form nearly 30 years later as a part of their IDW Dark imprint, I'll be honest, I was skeptical. We know the prowess of Christian Ward as an artist. His work is instantly recognizable, which is why he's become one of the most sought-after cover artists in the industry. But the question here was simple. Can he write? Okay, we got that definitively answered with Batman City of Madness. Turns out, yeah, he absolutely can handle sci-fi too. To set the stage from where the initial series Dark Descent left off, in 2040 the starship Event Horizon disappeared. 7 years later, it turned possessed by a demonic entity. After murdering its rescue crew, it was blown in half, with the front of the ship left yearning for its heart, a gravity drive designed for interdimensional travel. 200 years later, a billionaire brings his own private starfleet to the wreckage around the Neptune. He's heard stories of the Event Horizon and will gleefully sacrifice any number of employees to uncover its secrets. Christian Ward picks a fantastic narrative hook here. It's 2026, and leaning into the evil nature of a megacorporation is pretty familiar punching bag at this point these days. It's not a stretch at all to imagine that 200 years on from now, that trend only gets worse. If this setup reminds you a little bit of the Weyland-Yutani from the Alien universe, yeah, you're not alone. And that's not the only comparison you'll find here, right down to the green-tinted color palette. In fact, I might even go so far as to call some of these influences more of an homage, because inspired almost feels too light, but the book has enough bite on its own to keep things from feeling derivative, and that secret sauce lies in the Inferno part of the title, because hell hath no fury like a billionaire scorn, and Daniel Durante makes for a villain you can absolutely love to hate as a puppet master pulling all the strings behind this whole operation. Series artist Rob Carey has previously worked on Aliens books, so we're definitely staying on brand here. I'm even spotting some visual flourishes in the background topography that feel really reminiscent of H.R. Giger. His style naturally is sharp and angular with these bold swings between light and shadow, and that harsh tonal contrast makes a perfect fit for a bleak sci-fi horror setting like this one. For me, the real success of the series will ultimately come down to the supporting cast. That's what will balance everything out and keep the story from drifting off too far into nihilism. We've got enough bad news in the real world right now. We need a character to believe in. So the question becomes, will Ripley-type hero emerge from the ashes to save the day? We'll have to wait and see, but the early signs are promising. Also, Christian, if you're listening, maybe throw us a Bill Paxton homage somewhere in here. Just saying.
Game over, man. It's game over.
As an aside, I hope the big recent announcement Christian made on social media about securing a dream project is Constantine related, because I think he would kill it. As far as pacing goes, they've packed a whole lot of backstory into these 22 pages. Not a single panel feels wasted. It's both tight visually and narratively, which is a real credit to the creative team. Coming into this from a pretty cautious place, I love this property and really didn't want to see it fucked up. I can safely say that I'm officially a convert to the dark designs this series is laying down. So now, it's your turn. Jump aboard the Lewis and Clark and check out Event Horizon Inferno and prepare yourself for what looks like a truly satanic sci-fi success. And trust me, be ready for that last page, because wow. Peace.